Yo, what is up? A little bit of a different video for you guys here today. Now, in case you didn't know, all the rage for the past week has been about the new NVIDIA RTX Voice AI noise cancellation software which has just been put out in a beta. Now, I've already installed it and I thought I'd give you a little bit of a demonstration on how it works. I have it installed in my PC, but I do not have it enabled right now on my OBS. So I'm going to show you just exactly what it's going to sound like with it installed. This is my OBS, and now you can hear me tapping on the table here as I have my mic on and I'm speaking into my mic. What I'm going to do is select the select the RTX enabled mic, which is right here. Once you have it installed, it'll be available here as RTX video, NVIDIA RTX video mic. So I'm going to select that mic. So that's selected, and once that is selected, I'm going to configure it in my configurator here. Make sure I just turn it on, and as soon as it's enabled, it's going to take a while for it to turn on, but as soon as it's enabled, you're going to hear, I'm still tapping on my table, by the way, but you don't hear that tapping so pronounced anymore. So this is an amazing tool, especially if you're using Discord. It's amazing, but I mean, you know, it's especially made for people using Discord and Skype and stuff like that, so you don't hear your dogs barking in the background, your mom yelling at you, you know, stuff going on in the kitchen and things like that. So this is really useful for that purpose. But today's video is actually, I'm going to show you how you can install, I'm going to turn it off right now, but how you can install. Can you hear the tapping on? I haven't stopped tapping. All right, I just watched the video that I recorded just now, and I noticed that even while I was talking and tapping on the table, I could still hear the tapping on the table. So what I'm going to do is crank up how much it works, and now I've put it up to maximum. I'm still tapping on the table. I think you will hear less of that tapping right now. Only when I talk does that you can hear a little bit of that tapping, but if I don't talk, no tapping at all, right? I haven't stopped tapping since the beginning of this video. So remember to crank it up as high as you want to make it work for you. So the tapping should still be going on. But anyway, I'm gonna remove this just for a minute, just to show you back to my original settings. And today's video, actually, I'm just going to show you how you can install this RTX voice for a GTX card. Now obviously RTX made this in conjunction with their RTX cards, NVIDIA RTX cards. When you install it, I'll leave a link here. You go to this website, download the app, and basically you install it. But if you don't have a RTX card, it won't install properly, and I'll show you how to work around that in a minute. So what happens is you go to this NVIDIA website, download the app, and then let me get rid of that. Once you've downloaded it and put it on your desktop, let's say around here, you double click that, what's going to happen is this is going to show up. NVIDIA installer cannot continue. That's because if you don't have an RTX card, example like I don't have an RTX card, I have a GTX card, this shows up and I won't be able to install it. And I'm going to show you how to work around it. Now basically all you need to do is go to your search and open your notepad. NOTE. Now once your notepad shows up, you're going to run it as administrator, because you're going to overwrite some files and you're going to need notepad to run as administrator. Go ahead and open it. So you have now your notepad in administrator mode, and you're going to open the RTX file. So you open it, you go to your Windows, basically your Windows is at C, your C drive, and then you go to your temp file, double click on it, and then you will see the NVIDIA RTX Voice folder there. Double click it again, and this is the file that you want, NVAFX, double click on that. This is where you want to be. Now you don't see any text files in here for you to edit. You need to get down here and open all files, and now you're going to see this NVI file here that says RTX Voice. This is the one that you want to edit. Double click on it and it will open up right here, and once it's open here, this is what you need to edit. The constraints. Can you see constraints here? Now you're gonna highlight this and you're gonna delete it. That's all you're gonna do, and then you will save it. Okay, and you are done. Okay, now you can let's minimize this first, close it, and you're going to relaunch that NVIDIA execute again, but this time you are going to relaunch it from where you opened the edit file, the NVI file. So you go back to that temp file again, NVIDIA RTX, where your Windows is, or where your C drive is, temp NVIDIA RTX Voice, and you are going to set up from here instead of using this exe file that you downloaded. You use this one here that is inside your NVIDIA RTX Voice folder in your temp file, probably in your Windows file in your C drive. So double click here and launch it, and basically once you are launched, you are good to go, and then you can start. This will install. This won't show up, it will install, complete the installation, and this will show up. And this is all the settings are. All you need to do is set it from here, and if you want to use it for your Discord, you just go to your Discord, pull your Discord over, and go to your user settings, voice, video. Now under your microphones, you will notice that there is a microphone that says NVIDIA RTX Voice, and you double click that and use a voice activity, preferably automatically determine input sensitivity. So that's how you select RTX Voice. Now the only caveat here is when you have it enabled. Now I'm going to enable it for my OBS mic as well, just to do a demonstration for you. RTX video, select OK, and then enable it here. And I'm going to tap on my table here. RTX not on yet. There, now it's on, and you're going to hear less of that tapping on the table. I'm still tapping on my table, but you're going to hear very little of it, if you hear it at all. So that's how RTX Voice works. It's really good if you have a noisy environment. If you use it, you can use it on Skype, you can use it on your Zoom. It's really good. The only caveat here, like I said, was it's going to take up some power from your CPU and your GPU. Now if you look at RTX Voice here, you can see it using some GPU and CPU power here, as much as 13%, to be honest with you. If I have the game running, if I have the OBS running, yeah, it's going to take up some of your GPU power. So if you do have if you don't have any problems with your GPU, if you're not short on power with your CPU, you know, an additional 7%, 13% is not going to matter much to you if you have your RTX Voice on. But think about the benefits that you have by having a noise cancellation that is working automatically for you. It is really wonderful if you use it to your advantage. So anyway, that's my video for today. Hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it. I hope this is helpful for you guys. Anyway, thanks, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.